Yeah, I'm trying to collect more photographs so that I have stuff to do my little magazine thing with. So I probably need 10 more pictures, I guess, of which I'm avoiding by talking to the phone. Look at all these sunflowers, they're so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at them all. The dwarf ones came out quicker than the big ones. But they're enjoying themselves. They definitely like that place where they're seated. I'm just taking a walk. There's nothing much for me to do, so why not take a walk? But I shouldn't take too much of a walk around the trees now that the wind is picking up, because you can definitely get some branches fall on you. And I also need to go to the loo. Oh, sorry, bug. I think I just whacked the bug with the chain, the gate chain. And I'm like, oh, sorry, little bug. But it didn't get it, so it flew away. But it's like very close. Beware of the evil human. Yeah, I just like to walk around here just to check things are cool. Sometimes you find animal prints and things, and you're like, oh, there's that animal, come back. Yeah, we don't have night cameras yet. I blame everything on the birds at the moment. So it's like, if you ever find any holes in the ground, I blame the birds. But here I live with things as bandicoots and little rat things that are like a native rat. It's a rat marsupial the size of a cat, apparently. And I'm like, I haven't seen these interesting sounding creatures, so but they swear that they're around. They're called butongs or something. And it's like, I wish I could see them though. But it'd be so, I like to, you don't know how many native animals are around all the time, but there's probably like heaps, especially in that foresty bit. Like when you get fires or something extreme like volcano or something, you get all these animals scurrying towards your property, and you find out, oh my gosh, there's a lot of little native creatures hiding out. But they basically hide out in the bushes and stuff. I didn't do that thicket right at the top there because it's just the grass is a bit long, and I have sort of, not very many fears of snakes, but sort of fears of snakes, so I don't have the knee-high boots. Which reminds me, I was thinking about buying knee-high boots for the winter. I don't know if I should, but I bought these ones. They were on special for like $20. I was like, I'll kick myself, because ages ago Katie's had knee-high boots for $18, and I'm like, I should buy those. And now it's like Cotton On has these knee-high boots for $20, which I think is a special. But I should search the internet for knee-high boots, and if I want some, I also would need to buy knee-high socks though. I was like, I don't know, I've already got boots. They're not knee-high boots, but I've already got boots. And so I'm like, do I really need knee-high boots? Really? I was like, probably not. I've already got a pair of boots that are going to last over a year. Knee-high boots are really for, once again, when I'm single, looking for that escapism with life in general, and trying to impress employers. Knee-high boots are essentially not that impressive, but I don't know, sometimes they can look nice with a knee-length skirt, say. I used to have quite a few pairs of boots. I think I even bought a pair of Diana Ferrari boots, and their boots like made my skin go weird, and they're like well, are you wearing the raw boot or are you wearing stockings or socks with it? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just wearing the raw boot, you know. So obviously, and that was because one of my first pair of knee-high boots were bamboo boots and you didn't have to wear anything with them. I have a feeling though I did wear knee-high pantyhose or something with them. Anyway, but you didn't have to wear any socks or anything with them. And so then I was like, and then they're like, there's nothing wrong with the boots, you just have to buy some stockings or socks to go with the boots. So I made this big complaint that like my skin was acting out because I put on the boots. But they're like, no, it's not the boots, you're just not wearing them right. So obviously the knee-high socks and things are the necessity. So I'm like, since boots such a bit of an expense, I'm like, I'm not sure if I'll buy them. I'm thinking about buying them because I'm splurging lately, but I didn't splurge that much money when you realize how many gift certificates were involved in my purchasing. But I do have heaps of money in my gift certificate account. I just have to, but sometimes it takes months for them to send you the actual. Ooh. It's a wallaby. Who meets a wallaby? Who meets a wallaby? Anyway, I was talking about boots. Oh my gosh, I met a wallaby. Let's see if we can stalk it. Yeah, but I'm sort of considering boots, but I don't really essentially need them. I've already got jeggings, and I just bought myself 2 more pairs of pants. Even though I've got perfectly good pants, and I bought stockings so that I can wear lightweight pants, and I bought a dress too. It's like, oh my gosh, that lightweight dress is only $18 down from $200, and so I'm like, I have to buy it. And so that got me buying a couple of pairs of yellow pants to go with it. And I thought, yellow's cool, I don't have any yellow pants. And they're just like jogger pants and casual pants that are really comfortable, but still, all that lantana needs to be trimmed. I can't wait till I sort of get into this area, because like, you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to snip it all back. I'm still working on this yard so far. I want to strip down that big fat thing. There's probably snakes in there. Anyway, I do not see the wallaby, but the wallaby is definitely around somewhere. So I like it how little animals, you know, find little places to hide and relax. I mean, they don't have to be so scared of you. Anyway, there you go. That was the treat of the day, to find a wallaby. We have like 3 or 4 little kangaroos and wallabies. So some of them are kangaroos, some of them are wallabies that hang around here on a common basis. So, you know, I've seen the grey wallaby, over and over again, and apparently there's this little red kangaroo with black eyes or something, black on it, red and black, that sometimes hang around. And they're so funny. I love kangaroos. I just wish no one will let me feed the kangaroos, so that we can't be friends. So I'm like, I just want to throw them some apple and be like, here you go, here's the apple, come see me when I'm around. Now you're my pet kangaroo. If this were my property, I would totally be trying to feed the kangaroos. And I'm always being like, don't feed the kangaroos. This is such a foresty area now. It's like, oh my gosh, it's going so out of control. The other person is concerned about snakes. And I'm like, that's not going to be the snakes. I just want to snip, snip, snip all day long, okay? Until all this wildness is tamed. I got scared of this the other day. Because it's so dark looking. I was like, the other day I was just staring at it. I'm like, I was getting scared of it because it definitely looks like it could have a snake in there. And so I stopped snipping and walked away. And I said, oh, that's it for today. Because that looks like, now that I've cleared some, it just looks like a whole big pile of old lantana that's been overtaken by new lantana. It's like, I don't know how anyone's going to clear that. But I'm kind of scared too, because I'm not always wearing the most heftiest of pants or anything. I probably need some cargos, something more like jeans, but not my jeggings, because I might end up wearing my jeggings on a daily basis. Why not? They're just as good as these pants. These pants are more expensive than my jeggings, actually. These are linen pants. They're okay, but they're not good for when the heat's on. But my jeggings are for the winter months, and I'm yet to take them out to see if I can squeeze my big fat butt into them. So it's like, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be totally uncomfortable. I only just managed to squeeze. I tried them on probably around 12 months ago, and it was a bit of a tight squeeze, but it was okay. Jeggings are usually pretty stretchy, so anyway. Yeah, but it's looking good with everything chopped up. All these are going to die, and then it's going to feed the trees, make the trees stronger. Just manure for the trees, all these things. So, really. So, if come next spring we have healthier trees than usual, it's because I've been cutting things up and putting them at the base of the trees to fertilize the soil. Apparently they're full of healthy stuff for other plants, so I know they're generally poisonous, but they're also supposed to be full of healthy stuff. I'm like, that's good. Look at this one. Trees like this desperately need it. Need some fertilization. So I look at this and I'm like, isn't that a poor tree? You know, it's like it's been robbed of all its life and left standing. Because some of the trees were hit kind of hard when we were clearing the area. And just like, that poor tree looks like hell. That's alright. It's probably dead. Doesn't look like it's going to be alive anytime soon, but I know it's being fertilized now, so maybe. You never know. I like these big red ones. Like, so cool. I think these ones are silky bark, and these ones are, I don't know what they are, maybe red bark. I don't really know the difference between one tree or another. I just know this is a baby tree yet to grow up, so I'm not chopping that down. Sometimes I get like the urge to just chop everything, but then I'm like, no, gotta be reasonable about it. Just chop all the weeds and the bushes. Leave the little baby trees to grow. This is our next big tree in the making, if it makes it. Of course, a wind can just come up and blow it all down, but I had to be particularly careful when I was weeding this area over here, because there's these little trees in between the weeds. I was like, yeah, need to make sure that we keep the trees. There were only a couple of trees. There was two over there, and this one here, and one over here. One over here, which is a tree, not a weed. Like, gotta make sure we keep them so that they grow. And these are termite nests. I think they're the baby ones, and they look like they're probably the most active ones. Most other termite nests are dead on this property, pretty much. Yeah, house. But I do desperately want to get into that other yard and be like, I'm gonna chop all these weeds. I'm gonna chop them from top to bottom. Anyway.